name's Josh, and I'm a fourth-year Rutgers student.
Okay, and what are your immediate post-debate reactions?
Well, I think, I watched, all of the debates, and also the vice presidential debate, and I think this was, from what I saw, John McCain's best performance in terms of, how voters were responding to what he was saying, based on the poll, the control group of Ohio voters. But I don't think that he performed strongly enough to, change the fundamental trajectory of this election. He just realistically has too much time to make up before, or too much ground to make up before election day, and not enough time to do it, especially in a lot of the large battleground states like Ohio and Virginia that President Bush carried 4 years ago.
Okay, and what do you think the other students in the room were thinking during this debate?
Well, I mean, it was pretty obvious that the debate watch party was heavily slanted in Obama's favor. There was, some giggling, during McCain's awkward moments. But I think for the most part, nobody really found out anything new about these candidates. It just sort of reaffirmed the previous images that they had.
Do you think the main issue in the election so far has changed after this debate?
No, not really. Since the start of the financial crisis, that's been the central issue of this campaign, and I don't think this debate really changed that at all. The crisis may not be resolved in the next 3 years, let alone the next 3 weeks. So I think that will continue to be the defining issue.
Do you think both candidates met your expectations going into this debate?
Yeah, I mean, they basically both said what I had expected to hear from them. At this point, they've been on the campaign trail for about 20 months, so I haven't really heard anything that new out of either of their mouths for a while.
Okay. And do you think it's important that students come together for sort of get-togethers like this, especially before the election? Do you think this helps them at all?
I think, in a certain sense, in, coming together and discussing politics, we're able to sort of get a better grip on our own views and what direction we think that the country should be going in. And I also think, beyond just discussing policy, that, it's important for us to foster a sort of cultural atmosphere that sees political participation as a positive thing and, counters the empathy that we've been seeing in young voters in recent years.
Okay. Is there anything you want to say, any last words to students across the country that you want them to keep in mind as they head to the polls in 3 weeks?
Yeah, I'd just like everybody to keep in mind the fact that, voting is one of the most important rights that we have, and, just the act of doing it is a very noble thing, no matter who you're voting for.
Anything else you want to add?
No, I think